Hello, beautiful people. Listen, Daruma, welcome to the channel. Today, we're going to be checking this video. And it's titled Meghan Markle reportedly started to regret marrying into the royal family amid ongoing scrutiny. Really interesting. We're going to be checking this video to hear what they've got to say. Let's check it out.
And the flip side is a claim that she wants her old carefree actress life back. Esther, I'm not sure she knows what she wants.
I don't think so. I do think that sort of the kind of media coverage that she's had, the exposure, she was basically really kind of rocketed to superstardom in terms of celebrity overnight, just by being associated with a member of the royal family and someone like Prince Harry, who's now, I believe, sixth in line to the throne. But I do think there is some merit to what she's saying about the fact that she wasn't really followed by paparazzi. They didn't follow her into restaurants. She was kind of famous adjacent. She had some sort of B-list roles in a few shows, and she was comfortable. She had a blog and all of that, but she wasn't as famous as she is now. So I think maybe she's citing the level of media intrusion just because of who she is now. But I certainly don't think she wants the life in terms of not having had her kids or meeting Prince Harry, or certainly not having the likes of the Clooneys or Oprah Winfrey at her wedding. I think there are aspects of her fame now that have certainly benefited her that she certainly wouldn't have even dreamed of having access to. I mean, how many people get to literally marry a prince? Become members
Exactly.
of the royal family, meet the queen, then profit off slagging off the institution that basically made her world famous. So I understand her point, but I don't think she wants it in its entirety, and she's living a much lavish lifestyle than she's ever had.
True. True. At least somebody finally said it. Somebody finally said it. Because obviously, how many people get to marry the prince or get to meet the prince? True. Yeah, was she really that famous before now? Nah, she wasn't. Now it's just because she's married into the royal family, people are getting to talk about her because obviously the attention is there, the spotlight is there, people are finally seeing her, or she's finally getting seen, and lots of that. So I mean, people would also want to know, like, okay, what it is like to be married to the royal family, which is already portrayed or shown. After tasting this lifestyle or even the marriage and everything, do you think she'll want to go back to the part where nobody sees her or she's not seen? Answer the question for yourself. Let's go on.
Now, there have been murmurings for some time about Meghan's expose, but a report this week says that it's pending legal advice. Now, look, that's obviously very prudent, but it also raises some eyebrows about the potential content.
Yes, there is that, but I think the bigger fear is the litigious nature of the Sussexes. We know that they will most likely sue because their image and how they present it to the media is very important to them. We can see that in Prince Harry's sort of vendetta against the British media. That's the only thing he's literally been flying back and forth to the UK from on a regular basis outside of his Invictus games. So we know that no matter what comes out, they are likely to sue. So the German broadcaster ZDF, which have commissioned this documentary, they're trying to cover all bases. They've been interviewing people like the Sussex's neighbor in Montecito, an elderly man called Frank, who's doesn't find the couple to be very friendly. Apparently, they left him standing in front of their door and just has rebuffed their advances, his advances to try and be close to the couple. They've been interviewing members of or people from Meghan's past. I don't know if they got access to her ex-husband, but again, that could be another bombshell moment. But really, there's this huge intrigue into her life now and her life, previously before she met Prince Harry. And I'm sure that there are elements of that Meghan and Harry don't want out there, particularly if, as you say, she has ambitions to enter politics. I mean, that's the kind of thing that's the kind of stain that you just cannot remove, and I'm sure it will do them no favors. And at that point, if they have sort of a plethora of people from her past and present saying things that contradict the kind of narrative or picture she wants to paint of herself, it would be really difficult for her to play the victim, because if 100 people are saying one thing and you're saying something else, I don't think the public will be very convinced.
Finally, somebody said it. I love Esther because Esther says things for what it is and calls it out. Because obviously, my question here is, how is it that you want everybody to talk nice about you? Then you're not a good person. It's just how it is. Because obviously, everybody cannot continuously or always say nice things about you. If they do, they are not being true to you, and you're not being truthful to yourself. But of course, they want to control the narrative. They want everything to look so good from their eye, from their angle. This nice, so perfect Cinderella image. Like, who does that? It's not, life is not all about fairy tale. Really. But of course, some people still live in the very fantasy and very delulu, and we can see it here. Let's see how it goes with the documentary though. What do you think? Because obviously the story or the information that will be shared there will be very interesting though. This is an interesting conversation regardless, but let me know what you think. I'm sure tons of people have interesting things to share. Really love to share that. You can share other useful information you think might be really helpful. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that stuff. And until next time, see you in the next video.